It is such a sad day outside. Ugh. Your girl is craving some sunshine, but it's okay. We're gonna make the best of it. As you can probably tell, your girl's got no makeup on. I thought it would be fun to show you my little makeup routine that helps me feel a little more like me as I deal with my acne scarring. So I try to stick to cruelty-free, as natural as possible makeup. Also like kind of affordable, you know, because there are lots of brands out there that are probably a lot better than this, but they're a lot more expensive, and your girl doesn't like spending a ton of money on makeup. So as you can see, I'm still struggling with scarring, and the camera always makes it look so much worse. I swear, I'm like looking at it in the mirror and I'm like, oh, it's looking so much better, and then I see it on this camera and I'm like, what in the heck? This looks not good at all. This is my life right now. This is reality right now. I want to be vulnerable, honest with you guys, show you what's going on, let you know you're not alone if you got some flaws, and it's okay. We're gonna make it through this. My skin has been doing so much better, and so I'm trying to focus on that instead of getting overwhelmed with the fact that I'm covered in scars. You know, the fact that I don't have any active pimples on this part of my face, yet it looks like this. I mean, that's a little disheartening. I don't love that. But focusing on the fact that I used to have too many pimples to count, and now I've got like, I have a couple underneath here right now, but that's it. So this area is like pimple free right now, which is a miracle. So I'm focusing on that. Anyway, so I start out with this Pixi H2O skin tint. I just squeeze some of that onto my hands. I usually do like 2 squirts of it, not that much. And then I just rub it into my face. Also, another thing about me is that I don't love makeup. I've never been a big makeup person. Before I started struggling with my hormonal acne, I would only wear concealer and mascara. I would not wear anything on my skin. It's just never felt like me. It's never felt like natural to me. Not that there's anything wrong with it, absolutely not, but it's just never felt like me. It's been kind of an interesting journey as I kind of navigate wearing a little more makeup than usual and wearing makeup on my skin. And that being said, I still, even though I am like covered in acne scars and acne, I've been covered in acne, like I am still not going to be someone who wears like heavy full coverage makeup. My makeup routine when I'm not like talking to you guys like this, literally 5 minutes or less. That's just how I roll. That being said, it's still like very light coverage and you can still see my acne scars through it. It just makes them a lot more muted and I feel a lot more like myself. So next I take this concealer by Pixi. I don't know the exact name of the concealer, but it's a Pixi concealer, and I just do a couple dots underneath my eyes, and then I do a bit on my scars. And I take this little thing for the concealer. What is this called? Beauty blender, that's what it's called. Again, does not cover any of this up fully. It just helps kind of mute it a little bit. And now that I've got that kind of blended in, next I take this e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. Take this little brush. I just set everything. And that is all I do for the skin part. As you can see, they're just a lot more muted. Obviously you can still see it all, but I just feel a lot more like me like this, so we love that. Next I just do 2 simple little things. I take this e.l.f. Wow Brow. It's basically like a little tinted brow gel, and I just brush this through my brows a little bit. And then I take this instant brow pencil. I don't use the pencil side of it, I just use it for the brush, and I just brush them out. And then last but not least, I just take some mascara. I use the Pixi Large Lash Mascara. And here's the finished product. Super simple, super basic. Told you I'm a simple gal. This literally takes me 5 minutes max every single day. Simple gal. And I like it that way. One of the things I'm most excited for about my skin healing is being able to feel comfortable not wearing makeup. Like, one of the smallest things that I am most excited about is to be able to go to yoga without feeling the need to put makeup on. And I know I should probably work on doing it now and just going now where I'm at, accepting where I'm at and going now with no makeup on and being okay with it. But it's hard for me because I've been going to the same studio like when I had clear skin, and now it's just like, so it's hard for me to feel like I can see the same people that I've been seeing, and I feel like it would just be like, whoa, what happened to her, you know? Which it probably wouldn't be. That's just why it's like a little harder for me to do that, but I'm working through it. But anyway, all of that to say, one of the things I'm most excited about, I'm really just most excited about the little things when it comes to my skin healing. And just like I said, it's not comfortable, and it's probably not great for my skin to go to hot yoga or just yoga with makeup on my face and sweat all over, you know, sweat it all off and sweat with makeup on. Like, that's probably not the best for my skin, but it's just hard for me to feel comfortable enough to go without it, you know? So that's something I'm really looking forward to with my skin healing. And as hard as it is to see it still covered in scars and so imperfect and flawed, as hard as that is to see, I am so freaking grateful that I am moving in the right direction and that things are healing, things are looking up. While I'm at it, I'll show you guys what else I'm doing for my skin right now. I keep things very simple. My skin freaks out when I add too many products. It just makes the problem worse when I add harsh products. So I've been really struggling with finding a good skin routine while I've been going through this journey, but I've kind of settled on one for now, so I will show you guys. It's really, really basic. Basically, each evening, I take off only my eye makeup with this micellar water. I only do my eye makeup with a rag because I don't want to put the rag on my face because, again, my skin is very sensitive, so a rag is like very harsh and can like damage my skin very easily. So I just use the rag on my eyes to take off my eye makeup, and then I get in the shower. I use this cleanser from Coco Kind. I found that it's very hydrating, doesn't strip my skin of too much, and yeah, I think it just works really great with my skin. It's the AHA Jelly Cleanser. And so I'll wash it once to kind of get the makeup and stuff off, and then again to get the deeper stuff like the sweat and all of that off. So I double cleanse with this in the evening in the shower. And then after my shower, I actually, and do not take any advice from me because your girl has special skin. So what works for my skin is not gonna work for you. Also, don't get mad at me. I don't use a moisturizer. I know every time I've tried a moisturizer, it just makes my skin break out even more. So I don't use a moisturizer. Don't yell at me. I'm figuring it out. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying my best. After I shower and do this, I take 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and dilute it with 3 teaspoons of water. And I put that on my problem area with all these scars. I've found that it's really helping to lighten the scars. And so I do that and I just leave it on. And this, if you have dry skin, probably would not be best. You probably would need to rinse it off or at least use a moisturizer afterwards, but I just leave it on, let it sit on overnight, and I've had no problems with it, and my skin's been improving since I started doing it. My scars have been lightening, so that's what I do. In the morning, I'll typically just rinse it off with cold water. I won't wash it in the morning because, again, I found that every time I did wash my face at night and in the morning, my skin got worse. So I just stick to washing it, like double cleansing in the evening, and then I don't cleanse it in the morning with a soap, with a cleanser. So I just use some cold water splashed on my face, and then I use this Ordinary. I recently got this. It's the niacinamide and zinc. Niacinamide 10%, zinc 1%. I've only been using this for maybe 2 weeks now, and it's supposed to be great for oily skin. It's supposed to be great for excess sebum production and lightening scars, which are all things your girl needs a little help with. So I've been using this, haven't seen any negative effects from it. My skin's been improving since I've been using it, so I'm sticking with it. I just use it in the morning, put it on in the morning, right when I wake up and just let it sit on. This is the SPF that I use on my skin. I didn't put it on today because it is storming outside, so my skin is not going to see much sunlight, so I did not put this on today. But typically I will use this. It's just the Cocoa Kind Daily SPF. I've only seen good things with this. Another thing I forgot to mention are pimple patches. I will use some sort of pimple patch if I have an active pimple. It helps me not pop them because I love to pop them. If they're there, it's very tempting for me to just pop them, but that's apparently a no-no, and I don't want to increase the chances of having any more scars on my face than I already have. So I found that pimple patches really help me not pop them, and they also help like pull out the gunk without leaving the scars, which is fantastic. We love that. And it also just has a lot of like anti-inflammatory stuff in there. This one has tea tree oil in it, which is great for killing bacteria. So I love these. I use these when I have pimples. That's my little skin routine, makeup routine. Again, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing, and it's been really tough for me as far as finding a good skincare routine for my acne prone skin. Guys, when I say I pre-acne Gabby, the only thing I would put on my skin was coconut oil. That was my cleanser. I would just cleanse my skin with coconut oil in the evening, and that was it. And my skin was, it was beautiful. I miss those days. I'm grateful for this journey. At the end of the day, it's brought me such a deeper sense of empathy and compassion for others who are struggling with this. Like, this is something you really don't understand until you go through it. So I've found so much compassion and empathy through this journey for other people, and just a deeper sense of love for who I am on the inside, and a deeper sense of security in the inside, and not putting my worth in the external. Because like I've said before, I have gone through so much of that just in my eating disorder recovery and gaining weight and finding freedom from putting my worth in my body. But this has just given me such a whole new healed mindset around my self-image, and I'm forever grateful for that. And I know this is serving a purpose. I trust that. And another thing, like, since this is definitely hormonal, and since I found out that I probably wasn't ovulating, which means I was infertile, which means this could be saving me from struggling with infertility down the line. And you know, what a blessing to have this external sign that my hormones are out of balance, and I can get it healed and balanced now versus later when I'm gonna have kids. Like, what a beautiful thing. So trying to find so much gratitude and positives in this situation. Again, I'm not perfect. I have my moments where I break down and I get upset and I get frustrated with the journey, but ultimately just focusing on these things is what has helped me really heal my mindset around it. And mindset, when it comes to acne, is probably one of the most important things. You cannot hate yourself into healing. If you are hating yourself, talking negatively to yourself, stressing about it, that is only going to make it worse. If you are spending hours in Google, hours watching other people's videos, that is only going to make it worse. You cannot turn to external things to heal internally. That has to come from within, and it's very individualized. So what works for me isn't going to work for you, but choosing love is the most healing thing you can do. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Super random. Was not planning to do this, but I just felt encouraged to do it today. Also, just trying to make the most of a rainy day, and I miss the sunshine. I love you guys. I'm sending you so much love and light. If you are going on any sort of journey right now, I'm feeling frustrated with the waiting, with the process of it, I just want to remind you that you can still find beauty in the waiting, and there's so much purpose and beauty in the waiting and in the journey of whatever you're going through. So try to find those positives, try to focus on gratitude, turn to affirmations, turn to meditation. All of these inner healing things are going to help you so much. Remember, you cannot hate yourself into healing. Okay? Don't forget it. I love you guys. I'm sending you so much love. Remember, you are so much more than the external. This is just a house containing all of your perfection, which is your soul. So You're amazing. You're incredible. I love you guys. Love you, fam. I will see you in my next video. Bye.